Hi, I'm Arjun Kapoor and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama. As Faridoon says, keep on watching.
Okay, this is interesting. Bhumi from Delhi, I don't know what exactly she means. Who wouldn't you mind being shipped together with?
Shipped?
Shipped. I don't know, rumors
started. कहाँ जाने वाले? कहाँ मतलब?
Maybe I think she is referring that आप किनके साथ में link up शायद होना आप.
यार मेरे काफी लिंक अप से नहीं चाहिए मुझे
काफी आते रहते हैं.
हाँ मुझे नहीं चाहिए
और करीना के अकॉर्डिंग दैट शी सेड इन द इंटरव्यू दैट शी वुड लाइक टू हैव योर मोबाइल टू जस्ट फाइंड आउट.
नहीं बिल्कुल नहीं ऐसा. मैं बहुत स्वीट सिंपल इनोसेंट टाइप का हूँ. ये मेरी रेपुटेशन बर्बाद की गई है. तो मैं किसी के साथ लिंकअप नहीं होना चाहता. यार जिस आदमी ने कटरीना कैफ से राखी बंधवा ली वो क्यों लिंकअप जाएगा किसी और से? सोचिए जरा. मैं बहुत स्वीट सिंपल टाइप का.
काफी रूमर्स आती रहती हैं. कर वी वोंट गो इनटू दैट. This is Kavish from South Africa. Where do you see Ki and Ka's marriage heading? Do you think that they would have had kids eventually?
Yeah, they would have had kids. She would have calmed down and said, "Now I want to," because eventually, I think for to continue, you need to think about the future, and the child would be inevitable. मुझे लगता है he would continue taking care of the child, and she would have gone back to work immediately. That is what would have happened.
Now, what is your opinion? These days, we are observing. Many a time celebrity marriages or relationships they are having issues, but even apart from that, if you just interact with youngsters these days, many of them
like विश्वास उड़ गया ना.
Exactly. I've spoken to quite a few of them and they are like that they are
मैं भी उनमें से एक हूँ जो ज़्यादा ये सोच विचार नहीं मानता कि शादी जरूरी है.
जबकि पहले ऐसा नहीं था. पहले एक it was a given that one can get married at a certain.
अब मुझे लगता है if you are ready to have kids you should get married. मुझे ये लगता है that is तब तक you should hold out because then you still have a chance to walk away if you're not ready to bring in another life into this world. A lot of people get married जल्दबाजी में, then they to make the marriage work they have a child. This is my feelings. Nobody has to agree with me. This is what my take back is.
Correct.
I have nothing against marriage. I'm not ready for it definitely because I'm very young and I feel whenever I choose to get married it will be the primary reason between me and her would be that we want to have a child. Achha. Otherwise, I'm very, very okay with a live-in relationship because I think that doesn't put that pressure of marriage on you. The problem is not that word marriage puts that pressure of अच्छा भी 20 फंक्शन होंगे, फैमिलीज आएंगी, सबको पसंद आएगा कि नहीं लड़का या लड़की, क्या कुछ बोलेंगे, लोग क्या कहेंगे, किसको इनवाइट करना नहीं करना. पहली बात तो शादी में ही प्रेशर इतना आता है कि शादी का मन नहीं करता. उसके बाद क्या फैमिली का प्रेशर अच्छा निभाना पड़ेगा किसी ना किसी तरीके से. Sometimes you get married to a person, you have to live, the girl has to live in that house. जी. अब वो निभाना कितना आसान कितना मुश्किल है वो नहीं पता. तो lot of people are saying why should we get suffocated यार. तू तेरा कर मैं मेरा करता हूँ. We are in a relationship वो काफी है. Why get into this घर गृहस्थी, रात को जल्दी आना, यहाँ नहीं जाना, ऐसे कपड़े मत पहनो. Why get into restrictions when you're married? Then these superficial restrictions do come in. So I think the youngsters have realized they're okay doing their own thing. And I have to agree with them. It's better to be in a failed relationship than a failed marriage, obviously. You rather take that chance. You can. Okay,
is it stemming from the fact that you've seen it from close quarters in your home as well? Does
I always give the benefit of the doubt to love. See, when you love somebody, you can go to any extent. So I do not feel it's only because of that. But I definitely have. We
saw hints of that in Ki and Ka as well. The way you are just remembering your mother. We saw that.
Yeah, well,
you become a different person whenever you're doing that.
Yeah, but I don't think that has anything. I mean, she would want me to get married. My father is dying for me to get married. I'm sure. He would like to see a companion in my life.
Right.
And so would the rest of my family. And it's not that I'm not going to get married. I just don't feel it's important right now for me to think because I'm 30. I should be thinking about marriage. I would rather wait. Work on a relationship, build it, and then think about marriage.
Correct.
It's not कि अरे अभी शादी करनी है तो girlfriend ढूंढ लो. It's about girlfriend चाहिए because you want a companion. I have nothing against marriage. Don't get me wrong. I just feel
no. I'm not getting you wrong.
मतलब no. I just feel a lot of people will say अच्छा इसको शादी में interest नहीं है. It's not that. I feel that should be a step taken when you guys are fully ready. A lot of people jump the gun. That is why now the youth is realizing यार अभी 24-25 में शादी करके फायदा नहीं. Let's wait it out. You can get married. Even girls now can get married 27-28. पहले क्या होता था अरे 23 की हो गई शादी नहीं हुई.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Actually, I'm just remembering something.
What?
During many of the interviews with Shahid Kapoor, I used to tell him that life में settle जाना मांगता है. And he was like नहीं यार ये है वो है love and everything. So I still remember we were doing this interview with Shahid driving a car and Priyanka was sitting next to that Kunal Kohli film. So I once again told him that I think मतलब क्या आपका feeling है that बोले क्या फायदा क्या होगा शादी का. मैंने कहा देखिए आप there's someone to go to in the night. So जो भी है.
So definitely there's a lot of
Priyanka she got onto another level altogether. and in terms of like someone go back to in the night and all that stuff. So it was like a really funny situation. But eventually he did, and he seemed to be quite happy.
I think he chose the correct time when he was ready. I think he's in a very good space to get married also.
Exactly.
I think Teri Meri Kahani was five years back, if I'm not mistaken, 4 years, 5 years back.
Correct.
Different mind space.
Bilkul.
And I think it's amazing to have a companion. See, to go and be silent in a room with somebody, you need that comfort. I'm not saying it's only about the talking. Sometimes you just need somebody that you can enjoy the silences with.
Bilkul.
When you don't need to make conversation to be connected, you can just be connected by even staring at a TV or reading a book. There is just still there's a feeling where you're comfortable. You feel home. You feel like you're home.
परिणीति चोपड़ा आपको देखना चाहिए. He is not arrogant and misbehaved. These are like मतलब ऐसी आपको बातें आजकल कहाँ सुनने को मिलती है? गहराई की बातें कर रहे हैं.
अच्छा है. किसी ने तो मेरे जज्बातों को समझा. फरीदून आप भी हो जो समझ सकते हो मुझे.
नहीं, I think there's a difference to your personality that I think a lot of people they still don't know.
Yeah.
Sakshi from Chandigarh. She says you are mental Zadi. Hope you remember me. Who's your inspiration? Your idol?
I have to say Anil Kapoor. Even yesterday I met him. You know, they made me take photos with him, and I always don't like to do that because he always looks better than we can ever look.
He's outstanding.
His energy level, his excitement. I was sitting in the van for 5 minutes and I got charged. You know, he's standing, moving around, talking, and the passion towards work. वो एक शिद्दत होती है ना कि मुझे 100% देना है हर रोज.
बिल्कुल.
To sustain for so long, yeah. When did he start? He started in the 70s,
even before the
late 70s. Yeah.
Before the interview, even like when he is
getting
the
charged,
makeup and he's totally erect.
Yeah.
He's the minutest of things has to be sorted. Like, and
he's
it's like
fully in the zone. I think not only as an actor, see his choices of cinema has been unbelievable.
That's true.
Great range, longevity, the way he's performed, looked, worked with all kinds of people, all kinds of genres, all that one side. But as a person, I think that is something that I look up to. Because as a person, he's still so warm. He's still so friendly. He's still so full of life. He's still got that energy.
He is hugely inspiring. इसमें कोई doubt नहीं है. It's like if you want to.
And I've grown up with him for so many years that you know he's embedded in my system. So I want to remain that passionate. I might not have the same personality, maybe a bit laid back in comparison, but I still have the same passion as him, and that's come I think by watching him work. Not only watching him as an actor, but watching him as a person.
Bilkul, absolutely. Sushmita from Bangladesh, 3 things you can't live without.
My sister. My work. And cinema.
क्या बात है. Ishita, she's not given where from. How happy are you after Key and Ka's success?
I'm very, very happy. Who doesn't like to be success? Who doesn't like a hit film? Suddenly, from being a guy who was on the periphery and the edges, suddenly you feel this sense and emotion that people suddenly now consider you again part of the positivity of the film industry. You know? It's always nice. Yeah. It feels nice to be validated by the audience. कि जो आप स्क्रिप्ट सिलेक्ट कर रहे हो, आप घर पे बैठ के आपको 10-15 ऑफर्स आते हैं साल के जो अच्छे होते हैं.
Correct.
You select 1 or 2. It's very important that they are correct. And when the audience watches your film, you know कि अच्छा आपकी स्क्रिप्ट सिलेक्शन सही जा रही है. After Tevar, it was important for me to do a film where the material worked with the audience. Performance is secondary. That automatically happens when a film does well, like what has happened with Kian. I needed to feel that confidence again of selecting films on my impulse and instinct, not getting influenced by अरे नहीं चल रही यार, you know मुझे किसी की advice लेनी चाहिए. You have to follow yourself because you have to enjoy the journey of doing a film. So I'm very happy the film has done well.
Film coming after more than a year now, almost 13-14 months.
Yeah, I'll have मतलब you're saying after Tevar. हाँ, 14 महीने wait करना पड़ा to see the मेरे final exam 14 महीने चले. To get the result was after 14 months almost. But yeah, I'm very happy. And I'm very happy with the feedback also. I've not got so much appreciation for a performance before. I've got appreciation for films. I was not on Twitter that time, but 2 States and Ishak Zade, I've got love for the film as well as my performance. Here, the performance, love has been unbelievable. It's the greatest reaction I've got for a performance.
No, I think your performance is definitely very, very interesting.
Thank you.